This is Shelley Kraft coming to you live on SNN Live. We're coming to you from the 45th Annual New Orleans Investment Conference 2019 here in New Orleans. With me today is Rodney Stevens, Discovery Harbour Resources. It's a publicly traded company and the symbol is DHR on the TSX-V. Rodney, welcome to SNN Live.
Thank you, Shelley. Good to be here.
It's good to have you. So let's get started with a brief overview of the company and we'll go from there.
Okay, well, the story is really simple. We're a gold exploration property in Nevada, and we're pre-discovery.
Okay, so give us a little history behind the company.
Okay, well, the history, it goes back a little ways, a few years in the last bull market, where the company raised some money and they were looking for a low-grade bulk tonnage deposit. So they started drilling near-surface holes, just 100 meters of depth, and they found low-grade, as they were expecting, but it didn't hold together in a resource. And there were some high-grade intercepts as well in there, 40 grams per ton, 5 grams per ton over significant widths in certain areas. But what they learned was they were looking for the wrong target. The actual target is probably a higher-grade epithermal deposit at depth. So they were never able to try to test the depth potential, and the bear market happened, and in that time they just incubated the company and just, because there's not much you can do. So now we're reactivating the company, and it's a brand new story that no one's really heard before, but we're active now, and we've just raised a little bit of money to prepare a deep drilling program, and we have a high degree of confidence that when we do drill those first 10 holes that we could get a major high-grade discovery.
So what would you say is the company's biggest advantage?
Well, we've got a great board and management team. Mark Fields is the president. He's been with the company through the last cycle. He's a very proficient geologist, ex-past Rio Tinto. He's been responsible for bringing a lot of new discoveries, bringing them into production and selling them. So at Rio Tinto, he was involved with the Diavik mine, which he saw through to production. He's also been responsible for discoveries that he sold to Kinross and Hunter Dickinson, and he's brought the Pine Valley Coal project into production as well. So he's our guy, and this is his baby, and it's his next discovery that he wants to have under his belt.
So you say Nevada.
Yeah, great jurisdiction.
Great jurisdiction, right? So who are some of the companies in your country area?
Well, there's Barrick, Kinross, all the majors in Nevada, and in fact our project is located just adjacent to Round Mountain, owned by Kinross, which is a 12 million ounce deposit. But we're expecting to have a potentially higher grade deposit.
What's your background?
My background is financing. I have the CFA, but I've been a mining analyst for prior to this, for over 10 years. I worked at Salmon Partners, and at Salmon Partners, we financed most junior mining companies at the time.
Now, from what you can tell me as a public company, what are some growth drivers for the end of this year and going into, some growth catalysts this year and into next year?
Right. So over the next 4 to 6 months, we plan on completing the surface work required to identify a deep drilling program where we're going to target potentially, hopefully, the high-grade feeder zone. And once we've done that, we will do a 6 to 10 hole drill program where if we're lucky, we're going to get a potentially high-grade discovery. If that's successful, then the idea would be to drill off the full potential of the deposit.
Let's get your website out for our investor audience, if you would.
Sure, it's discoveryharbor.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, Rodney Stevens, Discovery Harbour Resources, publicly traded company, and the symbol is DHR on the TSX-V. I'm Shelley Kraft, this is SNN Live, coming to you live from the 45th Annual New Orleans Investment Conference 2019 here in New Orleans. Rodney, thanks so much for coming on.
Pleasure, thank you.